Well, we have made it. Training camp has ended, at least here in Rochester. Joe Buscaglia, our contributor with the Athletic Map Bove here. So, Joe, the Bills finished 2.5 weeks of practice. There were some good, there were some bad, there were some ugly. Let's start with the good. Who was your biggest surprise for the right reasons at camp?
I think my biggest surprise is kind of the same guy we talked about the last time we did this a couple weeks ago. It's A.J. Epinesa, the defensive end. The biggest thing back then was the pads had yet to go on, so we had to see what he would do from that point forward. And all he did was come out and continue to be consistent. This was by far his strongest camp. And to the point where he's consistently getting into the backfield. It's not like an every snap sort of thing, but you notice him once or twice a practice, and that's a huge thing for a pass rusher. Yes, he was working up against the likes of like Tommy Doyle and sometimes Alec Anderson, who that guy's not going to make the team. But to have him make these strides, and what I thought was especially critical for him at the Friday night practice at Highmark Stadium, he was working in with that first group for Von Miller, who did not practice, and it wasn't Bookie Basham, it wasn't Shaq Lawson, it was all AJ, which means they are impressed. They want to see what he can do moving forward, and if he can, he'd be their primary backup.
When we were talking about this earlier, I didn't want to say biggest disappointment because we are still halfway through camp, but what players or players left a little bit more to be desired?
Yeah, it's a tough one. I think the first one on the defensive side of things is Kaiir Elam for me, and he's someone that came in with a lot of acclaim just because first round pick, a lot of expectations with that. I think what we saw was someone trying to acclimate to the NFL level and doing it against one of the most high-powered passing offenses in the NFL. But that's not to like totally excuse it, because you have to think to yourself, okay, there's another rookie in Christian Benford who came in and looked a little bit more poised. So I think the thing for Elam, because he was losing a lot of one-on-one opportunities against Diggs and Davis, and certainly some other bottom-tier receivers as well, I think the big thing for him is he needs to get out of his head during the rep. I think he's just maybe trying to think it through rather than playing instinctively right now. I think there's all the potential for him to get there. He's got the physicality, he's got the length, he's got the speed, he's got fluidity to flip and run up the field with a fast wide receiver. It's just a matter of putting it together in a game setting, and that's why I think there's a pretty decent chance we'll see him against the Colts. So he needs those reps. A lot of these young guys do, and see what they have in him, because if Tre'Davious White isn't ready to go, they're going to have a pretty interesting decision on their hands.
What position group as a whole stood out to you for either the good reasons or the bad reasons?
Well, for the good reasons, I would say the defensive line and their pass rush has been a lot better than we've seen in previous summers. I wonder how much of that is the talent versus the offensive line kind of being in flux the entire camp, but they have done great. Ed Oliver looks outstanding right now. Von Miller just puts together some nasty reps against Spencer Brown and Deion Dawkins. You can see the talent is still obviously there. And then guys like Tim Settle, Jordan Phillips, like I said, Epinesa is flashing. Greg Rousseau is showing well. Boogie Basham is putting in some good reps too. So that those guys for the good. And then on the opposite side, probably the corner group. That's the one that concerns me the most heading into the year if they're not going to have Tre'Davious White ready.
So, as we usually do at the end of training camp, at least when we're doing these together, award season comes around. So give me an offensive MVP and a defensive MVP. Let's start with offense.
Yeah, offense, I'll probably just go with the three starting receivers that I think they're going to make up a lot of the reps this year, which is obviously Stephon Diggs. I'm not going to be totally boring and say, hey, Stephon Diggs.
Shocking.
Yeah,
he's still good.
One of the best receivers in the NFL. No, I'm not going to be that guy. Gabriel Davis has taken what a lot of people have made it to be a buzzy offseason, especially the fantasy football community. They love him, but he's looked really good, and he's improved on his intermediate routes. His separation has gotten a bit better, so those are good signs. And Isaiah McKenzie has come in and completely taken over that slot job, at least to me. I think what he provides them is the ability for yards after the catch, which has been such a huge talking point this entire offseason and training camp for the Bills that they wanted to get better at. They weren't as great at it last year. Jamison Crowder didn't give you that.
No.
Isaiah McKenzie, if you get him the ball in space, it's like a little rocket waiting to go off, and he has that speed element to him.
Do you remember when Marcel had the gavel for the Cole Beasley hammer? Remember that? I want to be the conductor of the Gabe Davis hype train. Like, that's what I want my official title to be.
You want?
Okay, so the 3 receivers, and I would have agreed.
Yeah.
I probably would have singled out him because he has been so impressive, but McKenzie has been awesome too.
Yeah, he has.
Give me somebody on defense, or you can go with multiple people if you want to.
No, Ed Oliver. Ed Oliver is the one. He's this guy. I felt like his first couple of years, I had to defend him a little bit because people were not like
basically every Monday night on Channel 7.
Yeah, more or less. He has just turned himself into a potential breakout player waiting to happen because of the Von Miller impact, because Greg Rousseau, AJ Epinesa, Boogie Basham are all a year older, a year better, what they would hope. And they've completely reformatted the defensive tackle group around him, so maybe it takes some double teams on him, because he was one of the most double team defensive tackles in the entire NFL last year. People don't give that enough attention. But when he's one-on-one, look out, because not only does he have the strength, he has the explosiveness, he has the violent hands to chop your arms away. If you put your head down, see ya, he's in the backfield. This is a guy that I think has all the potential to have a breakout statistical season, not just a great film season, which is what he's had the last 3 years.
What's your favorite memory from training camp this year, Joe, as we say goodbye to St. John Fisher?
My favorite memory...
Is it leaving?
It might be. No. It's fun to come here because you get to see the fans back in attendance, and that's something we missed the last couple of years. I think the most memorable thing is Josh Allen two-hand shoving near the face mask of Jordan Phillips.
Yes.
Just because I have never seen a quarterback initiate a skirmish, let alone put his throwing arm at risk. So might want to reel that one back in, Josh. He knows it. But yeah, I've never seen that before, and I will definitely, like, there have been certain memories over the years, like Jerry Hughes and Doug Marrone getting in a screaming match.
Yep.
Other things in and around town that I often tell stories about, but like, yeah, that's one I'll always remember.
There were no fights between Joe and I, which is always great to hear. Well, maybe we're lying a little bit. For Joe Buscaglia, I am Matt Bove. Thanks for following along during training camp, but we're just getting started. The preseason begins on Saturday.